So when I took middle school English, we had a blue brick of a book. I think it was called like Warner's English Grammar or something like that. And I've talked to people who went through the English curriculum a decade before me, and they had the exact same book. So I think this is somewhat standardized. Anyway, it's full of exercises, right? You've got sections where they give you a sentence and you have to diagram it, or they give you a sentence and you have to identify all the noun phrases, right? And that's a lot of the curriculum. To be sure, there's some short stories, and you do read books, right? But a lot of it are these sort of exercises in how the language works. That's very much like a math book, right? In a math book, you've got exercises on how mathematical language works, and the student has to work through them. By the time you're a senior, right, those exercises have sort of faded away, and they've been replaced by great literature, right? When you're in senior English, you're reading Shakespeare. You're reading other things that you read in senior English. I don't know what people read anymore in senior English. Hawthorne, right, Poe, short stories. You're reading the classics. That never happens in mathematics, right? The textbook that you're using in calculus is functionally identical to a book of exercises. You never get to see that literature. You never get to see what beautifully worked out mathematics looks like. So I think that one thing we should certainly add to our curriculum is to let the students read beautifully worked out mathematics. Whether it's Euclid's proofs, or Newton's proofs from the Principia, or academic papers that mathematicians are writing today. There's elegant and beautiful mathematics out there, and if we don't let our students see that, it would be like teaching an English class where you worked through all of the mechanics of the language, where you mastered grammar, and then you never got to read any books. Goodness, how frustrating would that be? It would seem pointless, it would seem Sisyphean, it would seem as if it didn't go anywhere. The students would revolt, they would dislike English, they would say, why do we have to learn this? There's no point to this. When am I ever going to use this English nonsense, right? Well, in our English classes, we let them use it. We let them read great literature as they work through. Why aren't we doing that in math? I think we should be from a relatively young age. You know, as teachers, it's our job to work through the corpus of mathematical literature that's been written and identify things that are appropriate to be read at the various grade levels. It's there. You know, we just haven't taken the time to read through the history of mathematics to find the good stuff. And I wish we would, because I think it's valuable.